Good morning and welcome to the Academy Naming Celebration. I'm Patricia Uribe and I'm the proud principal of the Julieta and Frank Staggs Academy of International and STEM Studies. It's hard to believe that we're starting year 5 and we've had some amazing graduates. You'll be able to hear some of them. But this day is also very special for me because Mrs. Staggs was my 5th grade teacher. And our days at Ryan were amazing, were they not, Roseanne? Raul? Yes. She was an incredible teacher. Her social study lessons left me in awe, that I even majored in political science. I still remember that. So what I'd like to say is that, words cannot convey how much we appreciate what you've done for the students of the Academy. This is the 11th high school in Laredo. It's a different option. These kids ventured out and did something different. And we want to thank you for believing in the youth of our community and this program. So from the bottom of our hearts and on behalf of the students, thank you very much. So at this time, before I introduce our university president, Dr. Arenas, I'm going to ask Mr. Benavides to come on up. He's going to read something for us from the senator's office.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, faculty and staff. Thank you for having me. Senator really wishes you can be here today to honor you, Mr. Staggs, and the naming of this school. But unfortunately, given a schedule conflict, she's stuck in Austin. So this is just a letter from her. And dear friends, how wonderful that you gather on the grand occasion of the unveiling of the Julieta and Frank Staggs Academy of International and STEM Studies. Legislative responsibilities in Austin preclude my joining you for this celebration, but I am delighted that Joe Benavides of my district office is representing me. As the author of Senate Bill 151 in 2005, which created the dual credit Texas Academy of International Studies at Texas A&M International University, I look forward to the continued success of this exciting program that has increased college enrollment rates in South Texas and helped prepare the workforce that our community needs. Its rigorous curriculum focusing on math, science, technology, engineering, and international studies truly has attracted outstanding faculty members and students who will contribute significantly to progress in these important fields. My prayer is that the Lord will bless everyone associated with this program and inspire you to continue to excel in educating the students served by our beloved hometown. Very truly yours, Julie Zaffarani. Thank you.
At this time, I invite our president to say a few words. Dr. Arenas.
It says here I'm supposed to do observations. I'm not quite sure what that means. Sometimes I have trouble putting together a speech or something because I don't know the person or because it's an awkward situation or whatever. But it's really easy today to talk about what's happening today. And as Ben said, in 2005 the legislation was passed. It sort of lay dormant for quite a number of years, and somewhere in around 2010, a couple years after I got here, we began resurrecting the idea of creating the academy here on campus. And we played around with a lot of different things, looking for ways in which we could fund this and so forth. And so as we began to build this, we realized that we were a little bit short in terms of how we could fund this through through normal channels of through state funding, like many other schools like this are funded. And so we reached out to the community, and we had 2 people that grabbed the worm on the end of that hook, and that was Gladys Keene and the University of Texas Health Science Center Regional Campus here in Laredo, and they worked with the people in San Antonio to provide us with some funding and some summer opportunities for our students. But the biggest, I think, what I was most happy to see, and I know that we were putting together also Ray Keck and Candy Hine, who were involved in this. We're happy to see that Mr. Staggs said, hey, I'm an educator, my wife was an educator, I believe in education. This is a wonderful thing, and I'll be happy to put money into this project to help you get it off the ground and to help sustain it. And he has been a stalwart proponent of this academy. He comes to graduation every year, says a few words, and they're always awe-inspiring. And I still can't remember the one about what you do because of your age. You have to use that one today. I just can't remember. I'm going to write it down this time so I can remember it. That might be my Alzheimer's coming on. But I'm very happy that about a year ago, or over a year ago, we began talking about changing the name of the academy to the Julieta and Frank Staggs Academy for International STEM Studies because of the commitment of Mr. Staggs to this academy. And so we put together the package, sent it off to the A&M system. Our regents blessed it last spring, and we made the announcement in May that we were changing the name. And so today we're here really to honor Mr. Staggs, to honor and his wife, Mrs. Staggs, to honor both of them and their commitment to education in this community. But also, and I want you young people to hear this, but also his philanthropy, his giving back, Mr. Staggs giving back to this community. And that's what happens when we get older and we're more successful. And we really should have that spirit of giving back to this community. And he's one of the best examples I know of in this community for giving back to us in this community. And with no strings attached, just giving back to us out of the just generosity and out of the kindness of his heart. And so I'm very happy that we are able today to unveil the plaque, which will stay here permanently or until we move the school, and then we'll move the plaque with the school or with this space. And so I'm really, really pleased. I'm proud of what we've been able to accomplish together with Mr. Staggs and with Gladys and the Health Science Center. And so I will now turn it over to somebody, Jesus, I guess. Jesus he has an interesting background. He was in the first class. I think Jesus graduated in 2 years, right?
Yeah.
So he just spent 2 years here and then graduated and spent 2 years at going to school here at TAMU and graduated essentially graduated in 4 years. He graduated at 19 or 20. But one of the things I think Jesus is interesting about Jesus is that as a senior here at the academy, he ran for student body president for Texas A&M International and actually won. So his first year, essentially his year as a freshman, his first year here, and as a college student, he was actually the student body president. And so he's had a great career here. And so Jesus, I leave it to you.
Thank you. So I actually prepared a few remarks for today. It's an honor to be here in front of everybody. So first of all, my name is Jesus Padilla, and I'm a graduate from the first cohort of the Julieta Staggs and the Frank Staggs Academy. And I'm a 2018 TAMU alumnus. So the first cohort was definitely an experiment. Could 16-year-olds adapt to the university courses? Could 16-year-olds survive and thrive on a university campus? And could 16-year-olds really finish their university degree in an acceptable time frame? And I'm glad to present an answer to everybody, and that's yes, they can. So not only did I graduate on time, but I will be completing my master's by the end of next summer as well. But all of us have proved that it can be done. And there's a motivation that stems from all of this. First of all, we didn't want to disappoint our families who provided all the love and support that we need to survive and thrive here on our campus. We didn't want to disappoint our professors who literally seemed like celebrity superstars whenever we saw them around campus. Definitely also our principal, who does a wonderful job of giving us everything that we need to succeed here. And our counselor, who guides us and directs us on the correct path that we need to. But most importantly, we didn't want to disappoint Mr. Staggs, who made a somewhat very risky investment on 16-year-olds. But because of his generous donation, he brought together some of the brightest minds Laredo could find and put them all in one classroom and made some of the most concrete friendships within themselves, with other university students, and with university professors. Mr. Staggs, I just want to say to you that the first Staggs Academy consistently places in UIL events. Your first cohort produced a Princeton graduate, produced a TAMU student body president, a Reading the Globe scholar. They're all wonderful awards and recognitions, all prestigious. But I like to say that these people, my classmates, have given this academy a name of prestige in TAMU and in Laredo. But these achievements were supported by many factors. The TAMU faculty and staff have been nothing but great to us. The staff at the academy do a wonderful job of guiding us when we're in need of it. But most importantly, this couldn't have been done and possible without the Staggs family. And I identified everything. I looked at everything, and I think there's one key word to take away from this, and that's revolutionary. The Staggs family is revolutionary for what they have done for this community. It's truly amazing and inspiring to see how a family can put their trust in us 16-year-olds and believing that we can succeed. And it's awesome to see how, us young students can achieve greatness at an early age, and that's all possible because of you. So on behalf of current students, past students, and future students, we thank you for believing in us, and we thank you for modeling leadership and philanthropy in our community. Words cannot explain how grateful we all are for what you have done for this community. And we do our best and say thank you by succeeding. Token of appreciation.
This is a cold.
You need it like I do.
Actually, it's a nice light blue guayabera, and it's from the kids at the academy. So we know that you like your guayabera. So, at this time, what we'd like to do is, because this is what we call the STEM room. This is where our students kind of gather as a multi-purpose room. They study in groups in between classes, because it's not like a regular comprehensive high school. They're not in here from 8 to 5. They actually follow the university calendar and the university course. Not a single course is a high school course. It's always a dual credit course. So they always come back. They do support one another, like Jesus said, that there's such a sense of family here, so that we all want each other. They are a little competitive, but they do like to see each other succeed and help each other out. So this is their kind of multi-purpose room. So we're going to go over to our offices where we're going to do the unveiling. So I'm going to ask the students just to wait for a while, so that we'll go over there and take Mr. Staggs so that he can see the actual unveiling. And Jesus, I'd like you to come with us so that you can help us also with the unveiling. So if you all would come with us, family and friends, over to the next room. Ms. Naeli, our counselor's over there, and Heather's right there. They'll lead you over there. Before we do the unveiling, Mr. Staggs would like to say a few words, so go right ahead and then we'll do the unveiling.
Very seldom have I said a few words. When you give an old school teacher a microphone, you're in trouble. They never stop talking. I wish Julie was here. And I wish those of you who didn't know her, I wish you had a chance to know her. She was my life. She was my inspiration. I'm a tool to help the school. She was the heart and the inspiration. God bless her. I want to say I'm proud to be associated with this group, this school. Pardon me, my singing voice is about to go on here. I'm very proud of this group. I'm proud of these beautiful young people. I include the faculty in that statement.
Thank you.
These are all students of mine and Julie's. I'm real proud to be associated with this school. They have done something that they said they were gonna do, and they did it well. God bless them. God bless the school and administration, and God bless America.
Right in here. Go ahead and pull that. Go ahead. Yeah, pull it.
Now what do I do, Coach?
We'd like to thank you for joining us this morning. For us, this is a very special occasion, something we really look forward to doing for you, Mr. Staggs, the whole family. We'd like for you to join us in some refreshments back in what we affectionately call our STEM room. So if you don't mind heading back, we'd love to have some refreshments and enjoy. There are students in the back of this. They're probably with us, so they're
Yeah.
wonderful experience and really enjoyed it.
Well, we're good for the- Did you get a chance to stand back to see it?
I don't think he has yet.
Just come back this way so you can take a look at it.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
They just wanted to make sure you saw it.
Just make sure you saw it.
Yeah. To look at it or what?
No.
Not for the picture.
No, not for the picture.
Oh,
I just want to make sure you have a chance to look at it.
Okay.
Patsy?
I know, I would take mine off, but I don't look like me without it.
Yeah, I can't see without them, so.
Here's my hair comb.
Detention for you.
Yeah. Go same water. Just as a sidelight, when my wife and I built our first home in Laredo in 1954, 1304 Riviera, on the farther corner were your aunt and uncle. The Crawfords, and nice folks.
Yeah, they're good. Maybe you're going to.
Okay, Sheila,
I think anyone else would like to take casual photos?
I would like to have our student council officers so we can put her on our webpage. Do you mind? Where are our student council officers? Come on.
Can I get two of you on this side? Thank you. Sorry,
I didn't think they wanted me.
What's your name again?
I didn't think they wanted me in this one.
Do you want to move just a little bit, get a little bit down for me? There. There we go, that's good. Ready?
Shrug.
1, 2, 3. Very good. I think it's this one. Okay.
So glad there's walls here for me to lean on.
Ready, guys?
Well, these freshmen are getting younger every year.
Faritas represents.
They feel Frank. Thank you.